Good morning, evening, afternoon. I'm tatocat. Welcome to the channel. Today we're playing Echoes Lucid9 Fangame. Previously, we found the black room, which was full of death and despair, and we found Maeda's wife and daughter like mutilated. And Maeda comes in and tells us that DCIS is basically the one who released the gas and things like that. And we're like, we can't think. And now we're fighting him, which I'm against. And that's where we left off, in the middle of the battle. Alright, let's continue fighting and stuff. Oh, what is your melee attack? What does that do? Well, that was dumb. Let's not do that. You can shoot stuff. Let's fire the weapons, man. I can throw a bomb at you. 571257. Alright. You know what? We'll use the bomb. Oh, I went too far. Yeah. That's better. What does sabotage do? Alright. Still attacking me. Yeah, I definitely need to beef this up if I can. I don't know how, like, what the proper thingy is. That doesn't help me. Like, we're so close yet so far. Oh no! Don't skip your turn. What is a ripwire? Don't know what that did. It did not seem effective in the least. Let's see. 8, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4. Yeah, it didn't do nothing. Yep, it's always me. Another landmine. Homing mine. Okay, their thingy's broken, and so is mine. Right. Ability. Repair. That one. Tis moi. Hold position. Usability. Don't want to fight him. I don't like this. Don't wanna. I mean, I got Irie to not negatively hate me. And she still hates me, but it's not like in the negative. I don't want to do this. I don't want to work with them at all. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to just die or let Irie die or whatever. And the thing is, I actually really liked Irie in the original game. I don't like her so much right now. But I feel like it's a very believable area, route, path, whatever you want to call it, for her to go down as she grew up. So I'm okay with not liking her. That doesn't mean I have to like her. That just did more damage. 2, 8, 5, 3, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, that one looked like it did more damage. Yeah. Yes, it did. Since I don't have to rely on other people to heal me, I just heal myself. Throw another bomb at you. Gotta heal myself again. Okay. Hold position, fire a weapon. Shooty shooty. Yep. There goes my armor. Use the item. Use a thermal one. Heal myself again. You gotta hold his position, use ability. Actually, is chain overload better? 9, 2, 6, 2, 7, 6. This one's better. Okay. Since he's like a rock Pokemon and resistant to electrical attacks, I can't use that. Her Irie's special ability. Ability, repairability, this thing. Alright, it looks like we're very close though. Our weapon. And I won! It's the hollow victory! Yay! Yay me! I'm so awesome. At least I got a lot of these things. I'm now a warrant officer 2nd class. Yeah. Holding her sniper rifle in a single hand, Hidega fires 2 rounds at each of Maeda's knees. Oh, wow. Tearing through his armor and bringing him to the ground in a pool of blood, bone, and charred metal. Defenses neutralized. Securing target. Can I take him out? I don't want them to win. You need to do something, Maeda. Don't let DCIS take you. The agent steps in front of me, raising her arm to project a fine mist of scourge nanites from a aperture in her wrist. Maeda's blood sloshes against the ground as the tiny machines form a web around him, raising him into the air with his arms bound behind his back. In the latter halves of his legs dangling on filaments of connective tissue visible through a jagged cage of armor. Severe fluid loss detected. Cauterizing. Maeda lets out a gurgling, agonized scream, rasping as the nanites change direction, flowing to sear shut the few vestiges of flesh left in his knees. Hirga steps to the side, and for a second, I see something scrawled on the wall behind her. L4. 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 Again and again, L4. Repeated like a silent mantra, or the product of some manic breakdown. I can't tell why it's there. All I know is that someone thought it important enough to write it in blood. Please. Maeda looks down at me from his ethereal crucifix, struggling to breathe through the fluid clotting in his lungs and throat. You won. You don't need to do this. Please let me join my family. Ah! Oh, more? Did I miss? Is that a different ah, or did it just not? Nope, same. Okay. Something cuts into Maeda from behind, moving along the periphery of his spine with serrated edges. Excising self-termination modules. A sensation of biting cold floods the room. Irie begins cutting out various pieces of equipment from the inside of Maeda's body. The screaming reaches a deafening crescendo but she seems indifferent to it. Her hands are steady, her voice cold and emotionless as she narrates the autopsy of a man who's still very much alive. No, not even an autopsy. She's taking him apart like he was something that was never even alive in the first place. She's not even entertained by it, just empty, devoid of even the worst and most sadistic forms of humanity. Obedient. Well, I can only resist. Resist. I'm okay with that. This is not going to end well for me, I bet. I bet I'm going to get in so much trouble. My rifle is still aimed at the dying man. Its safety off, and firing mode switched to full auto. The sounds of cruelty seem to assault me from every direction, shaking my bones from the inside as the semi-burnt soup of liquefied tissue on the concrete floor spreads outward with the color and consistency of crude oil. My limbs start to shake as I force myself to keep looking ahead. My index finger compulsively shuffling against the outside of the trigger guard as I struggle to keep it there. It finally slips inside after a few seconds, ready to fire off the rest of the magazine with a single motion. If this was happening to me, or God forbid Yama, I wouldn't even wait a second before I opened fire. I wouldn't bother with something so simple as preserving life. I would challenge the people who question my actions to look me in the eye and tell me that they could live the life they would have forced on others. But now it's happening to someone right before my eyes, and all I can do is stand here. I have to stand here. I thought resist was like resist DCIS, not resist the urge to help him, to watch a broken man beg for death and ensure that life is forced on him. Resist. Don't want to resist. Don't wanna resist. This makes me feel like a toddler. As one resist, different than the other resist. Don't resist. Is there an option where I cannot resist? Oh, let's screw DCIS over some more. In those days, shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. I read that verse and thought of the beginning, not the end. I knew those days could be any day that we let the sanctity of life control our actions, or days where we willingly left someone behind to suffer. And now I'm doing the same. And for what? For my employer? For help researching a cure for a disease that might not even work? For an alliance with a corporation so profoundly immoral that they've forgone even the most insurmountable strategic minimums of compassion. Resist. They're all red. This isn't right, Doctor. I don't know who this is. We're supposed to prevent suffering, not allow others to inflict it. Damn Limnyscape. Damn the research date. Oh, is this green because of all the green things I've chosen? Would this be different if I chose mostly red things? Would I not be so right now? We can't let them do this. Kill Mayana! Oh no! That's so bad! I saw the wait, was there a countdown? I don't know if that's a countdown. No. Don't let him suffer. Screw DCIS over. No. Not like this. I'm so fucked. Oh. But they were just gonna torture him. I can't let that happen. Your corporation goes beyond itself. Torture, chemical weapons, death camps inside the city. This reprehensible conduct dishonors the entire trifecta. You're mistaken. Those were re-education facilities, not death camps. Those were death camps. They were turned into death camps. The moment your people used methylpolynonium chloride against their civilian population. The ILF used NPC on those people, not us. Jubuna Uso. Admit that you did. What you did serves no one. Even so, the facility was secured. The mission was successful, was it not? Lucid9 killed Maeda after being ordered to capture him alive. Chairman, she failed. Instead of doing her duties, she let her conscience get the best of her. If that's the kind of assistance the Special Services Division can offer us, you'll have to research your cure alone. Limnyscape is finished with you, and so am I. I'm sorry to hear that, but you knew this would happen. Even in a standard DCIS operation, our corporation would abide by its principles. Your decision to get the Office of Liquidation involved. The Office of Liquidation is a myth, Chairman. It does not exist. Even if it did, why are you convinced that they would answer to me? We're not oblivious, Director. We know who the NPC formula was leaked to. There's only one other organization that could have used their resources and authority and weaponize it. Enough. This conversation is over, Chairman. Or would you rather bring death to your people? Were it only death. You're not making this easy for us, 9. I don't know why you thought you could go against your orders, or why your neural nodes didn't stop you. But the chairman gave me orders to not punish you for this act of insubordination. Looks like we'll both have to live with our decision. Your reputation with Limnyscape Corporation has dropped to -50. Oh, shit. As a direct result of your failure to comply, Lemniscate closed down our embassy in District 5 and has begun deporting our people. Any way forward employee or contractor will now be shot on sight if they attempt to enter Lemniscate territory. 3N has also released a hit piece of the Special Services Division, gathering a panel of experts to discuss our alleged incompetence on air. Well, the thing is, so that means we don't need to give them anything, do we? Our serum. Thanks to those damned vultures, the majority of the Isamu's population also believes that the ILF was responsible for the attempted and indiscriminate chemical attack in District 8, and that we deliberately hinder the DCIS containment efforts. The value of our stock dropped 20% in the past hour, and the death toll of the Novel 40 outbreak continues to climb, with very little change in the strength of our resource pools dedicated to containing it. 9. While I won't punish you for your actions back there, you should know that the Isamu Ministry of Social Order has renewed your citizenship, but only as Class 2. For your own safety, you're confined to HQ until further notice. There's not much else I can say here. I know you tried to do what was right, but your decision cost too much. We can't afford another failure like this. You're dismissed, operatives. I'm okay with that. Operative, I'd like you to stop by my office ASAP. I think I found a way out of this mess. With DCIS. Sorry for not giving you a chance to explain yourself during the debriefing, Operative. I know you wouldn't have gone against your orders without a damned good reason. With that being said, would you mind telling me what the actual fuck you were thinking back there? I had to do what was right. I had to send a message. Both are right. Oh my. I had to do what was right, man. We're way forward. We do what's right. That's what we do. I really wouldn't say I had to send a message. I had to do what was right. What's Emmy gonna feel? I'll choose whichever one Emmy feels better about. Because I'm okay with both answers. You had access to our visuals. You saw the solitary confinement, the starvation, all of it. They skin made his family alive and ran current through their exposed nerves until they died of shock. Imagine what they would have done to him. He was defeated, and then Hiruga just shot off his legs. He couldn't even finish pleading for us to kill him before that psycho pulled a knife and started cutting his spine open. I had no reason to believe that DCIS would stop there, so I killed him. Doing anything else would go against everything an operative of the Special Services Division is supposed to stand for. Serving in the SSD isn't about standing for something, Operative. Each and every one of us is assigned to the task of doing to whatever it takes to prevent the greatest amount of suffering and preserving whatever life we can that is not certain to result in it. And your decision today stopped DCIS from helping us achieving either. You weren't willing to let DCIS kill one man slowly. Because of you, Novel 40 is going to kill millions slowly. And whatever help they could have given us in preventing those deaths is gone. The numbers don't lie, Operative. Then fuck the numbers. Is she gonna like me more or less? She likes me less, so I should choose something else. I like that though. Fuck the numbers. So we're gonna choose I had to send a message in the next episode.